Kenny, thanks for joining us. Difficult conditions, a very hard result. Let's talk about the first goal. Surely it was handball by Jordan Bowie.
I thought it was. None of us can really understand the decision. The linesman was that side as well, and they've not given it. And it looked a nailed-on handball. We've gone into half-time there. We thought having done the job, but then in the second half, to get us back into the game, Drinnan's had two good chances. He's hit the post, another one he's hit the bar, and we needed one of those big chances to go in as well. There was 3 or 4 good passing moves towards the end of the game where we did open them up, and at those times to get back into it, you do need to finish those chances. Ultimately, then the second goal has cost us. It's a corner against again. Where set pieces were coming out the wrong side of things. Definitely, it's a basic one where Ollie Clark has gone off Theo Archibald at the edge of the box. And it's given us a mountain to climb, and there's a lack of game knowledge. At the moment we're 1 or 2 boys out. We're very young, and in terms of ability we have some, but game knowledge of League Two is a big thing, and Mansfield had it today and we didn't.
They seem to manage the conditions better. That's because they had that experience?
Yeah, maybe, but I do think it's just experience of not just the conditions but the division and what it takes to be able to win, and they can just edge you out. And I thought that was the case today. I thought there was more knowledge on their side and not enough game knowledge and game understanding on ourselves. Some individual performances that were bright and were good, but as a collection, just slightly inexperienced.
Paul Smith didn't make the second half. Is that because of another injury?
Yeah, he looks like he's broken ribs really. It was a tackle. Yeah, tackle from Hewitt. Just maybe after half an hour, something like that. But does look at the moment as if he has some type of rib injury and he's in a bit of pain.
It's a real blow, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and that's been Paul's season so far. But injuries happen, and you have to get through it. And as I said, for us, there's no lack of ability, but we have to develop some game understanding. That's important.
The transfer window's been very different, as you say. Mansfield have brought in experienced youngsters for the O's. Will there be other players arriving, maybe more experienced, with the window still just about open?
Yeah, we'll see, and we're open, on the playing side definitely, and for us. We've taken 4 players in, and there's 3 league debuts there, but they are good players and they're capable players as well, and we have to find that mix and that balance, not just outside but within our club as well, because when we do, we can start winning games again. But it's a frustrating run at the moment, and a run that has really put a distance between ourselves and the top of the division that hasn't been there for the majority of the season, and we have to recover now.
Is playoffs still a realistic possibility?
Yeah, we'll see. It is definitely a possibility, but we're not looking at that. We're looking at Tuesday night at Bradford, and then making sure that we're not frightened. We have to put on a good performance there. We have to start scoring again. We have to start putting our chances away. We had some in the second half. We had some good moves that did open them up, and particularly with Archibald back, I do think there's a balance about the side as well, which hasn't necessarily been there. But we need to put those opportunities and those chances away. But as well as that, we have to learn quickly, because there's a game management that Mansfield had today that we didn't have, and we have to develop it or bring it in.
What is the mood like in the camp of training now? Yeah,
frustrated. These players train very hard, train very well. Their work rate is good, but actually on the day, we do go up and down. And in terms of our approach, our confidence level can go up and down, and there's too many players that are not consistent enough in terms of their approach, and it's only wanting to do well.
And how difficult is it for you now, Kenny?
It's not difficult. We have to not be frightened of. Don't be frightened of any opposition. We've been edged out of quite a few games lately. Not outclassed though. Not absolutely miles away. And we can look at the first goal today, and the 2 big chances of the second half which fell to us, which we've hit the woodwork. So we do think that. We have capable players, but we're getting edged out on a regular basis, and we have to recognise that and do something about it.
Shadrach Ogie didn't make this one. How bad is the injury?
Yeah, he is a hamstring injury. We'll see how he is. As you say, Shadrach Ogie, Paul Smith, players we do need to get back definitely.
Could Paul Smith's injury have an influence on what happens now with this window open?
Yeah, maybe. We do feel we need to be, stronger and more experienced if we can. That's a vital thing.
Have you thought about changing the shape at all? I mean, you did a little in the second half.
Yeah, definitely. We changed shape, and sometimes personnel availability, has a big effect on that as well. Definitely, and we'll assess. And as you say, a couple down in terms of next week. Yeah.
And finally, for me, over 300 travelling fans.
Yeah, and we're disappointed we couldn't even, give them a goal, even in the second half, to give us something to shout about. But I do appreciate it, and I understand that it's been a tough few weeks because there has been so much promise, and now we're in a situation where we have to dig ourselves out of a hole. And football can change quickly, but we're the ones that have to take the responsibility and change it back our way. That's important.